I'm not gonna last. Just to carry on. It feels like my walls are caving in. I left you hanging on. And I'll do anything to have you here again. But if I told you I loved you, would it make you wanna stay? I'm sorry for the way I hurt you and making you walk away. And if I wrote you a love song and sang it to you every day, would it ever be enough to make you wanna come back home and stay? Yeah, the days are cold, the nights are long. I can't stand to be alone. Please know this is not your fault. And all I want is to tell you I love you and make you wanna stay. There's gotta be a way, 'cause going on without you is killing me every day. And if I wrote you a love song and sang it to you every day, would it ever be enough to make you wanna come back home and stay? Would it make you wanna stay? Would it make you wanna stay? Would it make you wanna stay? I heard you moved out to South Carolina just like you always said we would. And packed your bags in that old 4Runner that I bought you when things were good. I'm glad to see the stop sign didn't hit you, bring you back to your senses. Oh, it waved you gone goodbye. Yeah, it waved you gone goodbye. I heard you found yourself a brand new man, put a rock on your finger and he vowed you a second chance. Built a house right by the coast, that ocean view is beautiful, but baby, I just want you to know he don't know you like I did. Money talks, but I ain't buying. 'Cause love's a smoke ring wrapped around your finger. One second it's a blessing and the next it's already gone. I'm broken heart, I'm a walking testimony. My confession is a lesson that I'm pouring out in this song. Oh, 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 oh. You don't wanna fall in love. Oh, 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 oh. You don't wanna fall in love. Seen your mama walking out the county market and I stopped to ask her how she's been. Said she's missing you and tried to go convincing you not to settle down with him. She ain't wrong, the whole town knows that you had a bed of roses, but girl, you couldn't walk that line. You can act like you're doing fine. 'Cause love's a smoke ring wrapped around your finger. One second it's a blessing and the next it's already gone. I'm broken heart, I'm a walking testimony. My confession is a lesson that I'm pouring out in this song. blessing, and the next it's already gone. A broken heart, I'm a walking testimony. My confession is a lesson that I'm pouring out in this song. Oh, 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 you don't wanna fall in love. You don't wanna fall in love. You don't wanna fall in love. Heard you moved out to South Carolina just like you always said we would.
Honorable C note.
Metro!
I got it cool for a 10. The get loose, she tryna win. I beat her by the house, I beat her in. It's 40 in the couch, I let it spin. When the car's lit, better call in. She done popped all out, she done called twin. I done went to spaz that I put the ROR in. I done hit the strip club instead of talk 10. The shawty out the clique up. She be coming hot just like a heat stroke. I can see you lurking through the peephole. I'm stacking different money type of seat notes. I'm talking seat notes, hit seat notes. You spend what you want and you get what you want. I guess you got what you wanted. You're hitting the pole and you give it your all and you keeping it honest. There's too many nights and we're nameless. There's too many nights and we're famous. There's too many nights and we're brainless. Ain't they can't jump, can you jump, can you jump, I got it cool, 14, the get loose, try and win. I beat it out the house, I beat it in, buddy in the couch, and let it spin. You made 100 and you fall back, did you wanna call back, knowing that you're all that bad? Oh, it's 200 on your dashboard, stepping at your passport, ask me if I'm really okay. You get what you want, you want, you want. You get what you want, you want, you want. You get what you want, you want, you want. Get what you want, you want, you want. You spend what you want and you get what you want. I guess you got what you wanted. You're hitting the pole and you give it your all and you keeping it honest. There's too many nights and we're nameless. There's too many nights and we're famous. There's too many nights and we're brainless. Ain't they can't jump, keep it on jump, keep it on jump,
Bottega Veneta whenever you ride with me. It ain't like I'm asking you to ride for free. From trapping to rapping, need to be proud of me. Back out the studio and throw parties. Money coming too fast, I can't slow down. Feel like I'm running from my past, I can't slow down. So many nights about to crash. Now I'm buying the foreigns all cash. I can't slow down.
Remember back in the day when you taught me to live and I taught you to pray. We went in the battle together, no matter the weather, we never delayed. You gave me commands, I always obeyed. I never let you go astray. I never thought I'd see the day that you would come and just betray me. Sick of playing silly games, you never loved me anyway. You should not have let me get away, cause now I'm hunting for my prey. I'm bigger, I'm better, my mind is a weapon, I won't ever let up. You try to break me down and I'ma just get up. They ask me how I did it, I'ma just tell them I rose up. I'm a survivor. Fight for my life. survivor. Fight for my life. Coming back stronger. I will arise, staring at you from afar, analyzing every scar, asking myself how we got here. Remember, this is who we are. I am not here for revenge. I did not come to make amends. Not here to repent for my sins. I just came here to win. I just came here to end. I just came here to fight. Show you everything you said I couldn't be. I became overnight. This for the blood, this is for the tears, this is for my pain and my plight. Two walked in, but only one of us is walking out of here tonight. I'm a survivor. Fight for my life. Coming back stronger. I will arise. I'm a survivor. Fight for my life. Coming back stronger. I will arise.
One, not just two. I got three favorite letters, and let me spell them out for you. And they say USA, where I wish everything was made. Every truck, every boot, and every tool. Yeah, I got three favorite colors, and that's red, white, and blue.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rugged red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free?
time to meet your series' top competitors.
Young man, old man, don't matter if you're a big man, strong man. I'm coming at you, anybody getting my way.
Aaron Lurie and El Toro Loco. From Naples, Florida, defending his series championship, driving JCB Digatron. Are you ready? Jackson Mesaros. From Cranford, New Jersey, the most winningest driver in Sim Monsters history. Two-time MJL World Finals champion, Mark Collinari.
It's useless. I try to know if
From Roanoke, Virginia, your reigning World Finals racing champion, your points leader, driving Gravedigger, Cold Champion.
Now on the day I was born, the nurses all gathered round, and they gazed in wide wonder at the joy they had found. The head nurse spoke up, said, "Leave this one alone." She could tell right away that I was bad to the bone, bad to the bone, bad to the bone, bad.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is ROR MJL Stadium Series West. I'm your host, Angus Johnson, keeping you up to date with all the high-flying action we're about to see here in Minneapolis. Currently, your points leader is co-champion and Gravedigger with a 9-point lead over second place, that being Alex Box and Megalodon. Behind him, of course, is Mark Collinari making an unexpected charge to the top and wild side. But we're about to get in the first round of racing, and every driver is going to count here. Well, first up on the chopping block is going to be Aaron Lurie and El Toro Loco. And second up for it, Joshua Tavares in Monster Mud. Aaron Lurie been having a pretty good season so far, leader of Team Overboard Racing. Both drivers currently getting lined up. Joshua Tavares currently in his lane. Now, Joshua Tavares is definitely one of those guys who desperately wants that first win on the season. Aaron Lurie already has a couple of victories underneath it. So Joshua Tavares has a huge weight on his back right now. But here we go. It's about to go into the first race of the night. Both drivers are lined up and both drivers are officially off. Perfect start for both guys. Going into the first turn. Looks like Aaron Lurie might have a lot more speed than Joshua Tavares, but it is still neck and neck into this final turn. Who is it going to be? Wow, what a close race to start off the night. It looks like Joshua Tavares might have gotten to the line first. Aaron Lurie gets a 17.3. Joshua Tavares with a 16.9. Joshua Tavares has knocked out one of the heavy hitters in the racing competition. Definitely going to be some good points on the board for Joshua Tavares. Aaron Lurie's going to have to make up for it in freestyle. Well, in skills. Well, coming up next is everybody's favorite unicorn, Trent Fung in Sparkle Smash. His opponent was originally supposed to be Corey New in Excalibur. Unfortunately, they are having issues with that truck, so he will not get to the line, meaning that Trent Fung will get a bye run. All he needs to do is make a safe and legal pass around the track, and he will automatically make it to the next round. I've got to say, regardless of his opponent, he's got a pretty good lap going for something that's just a bye run. No doubt Trent Fung has this track nailed down. Time coming in for Trent Fung, a 16.8125. That is currently the fastest time. Here comes another driver from Team Overboard Racing, Devin Doss in Black Pearl. Coming up, though, is another rising star of the competition, Keyshawn Pennyman in Kraken. Keyshawn Pennyman been able to pull off some upsets throughout the season, but Devin Doss has been on a bit of a roll right now. Both drivers are getting lined up and ready. Two completely different chassis styles. It's going to be interesting seeing how they both navigate this track. Both go green. Great start for both drivers. Once more, close as they go into turn number one. Keyshawn Pennyman might having a slightly slower turn, but either way, Devin Doss is a little bit of a bobble. Looks like Keyshawn currently has the lead. Devin Doss having to play catch up. But in the end, it is not going to be enough, as Keyshawn Pennyman in Kraken will make it to round two. Time's coming in for Keyshawn Pennyman. It is a 17.2. For Devin Doss, a 17.7. Here comes a guy who impressed us last week, Jackson Mazzaros in JCP Ticketron. Representing Tom Foolery Motorsports, second Tom Foolery guy out here, Julian DeShazer in Jester. Julian has a rather steep hill he's got to climb back up right now. has had some pretty decent moments, but I think one thing he really needs right now is either that major win or just kind of to make it into the top 10. Right now, it's been very up and down so far, and he's got a very tough opponent he's got to get through. And let's see, is he going to be able to take him out early? Looks like he got a good start, but Jackson Mazzaros currently wiping the floor right now with Julian DeShazer. We're going to go into this final turn, though. Anything can happen right here, but Indian is just going to be all Mazzaros. Clean lap for JCB Digatron. I gotta say, Julian DeShazer had a pretty close lap, too, or pretty clean lap, too. He definitely shouldn't beat himself up over that. Times coming in for Jester at 19.7, for Digatron a 16.68, which will make that the current fastest time. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that officially concludes round number 1. We are about to make it into round number 2. We've already got some major firepower in this second round. And starting off the round 2 races, here's a guy with some major firepower right behind him. Cold Champion, your points leader in Gravedigger. This is going to be an interesting opponent. Joshua Tavares and Monster Mutt. Can Joshua Tavares get the upset right here and take out the points leader? I gotta say, he had a pretty good start right there, but Cold Champion bobbles a little bit. Cold Champion on 2 wheels. This might be an easy victory for Joshua Tavares and Monster Mutt. Cold Champion just is not able to catch back up. Monster Mutt will get the upset. It will knock out the points leader. Wow, that is really going to mix up the point standings. Time's coming for Cold Champion, a 17.3. And for Joshua Tavares, a 16.7. I mean, either way, it was going to be a fast time. Wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to get on to our next race of round number 2. Trent Fung and Sparkle Smash going up against one of the fast losers of round 1, Devin Doss and Black Pearl. This is going to be a good race. Trent Fung had a pretty good bit of luck last time around. He had a bye run, but now he's got to race somebody who's been pretty competitive so far this season. Of course, Devin Doss and Black Pearl. But Trent Fung right now, he has got all that speed loaded up, but in the end, Trent Fung goes into the wall. It is going to be all Devin Doss and Black Pearl. Not exactly how you want to end off a pass, but in the end, Devin Doss is going to take what he can get. Scores coming in, or times coming in, Trent Fung a 17.6, Devin Doss a 17.2. He will face Joshua Tavares in the semifinals. Here comes an interesting race. You got Keyshawn Pennyman, one of the newcomers in Kraken. A guy who has pulled out some major upsets so far this season, going up against one of the more competitive drivers, Aaron Lurie. Toro Loco, can he take out another heavy hitter? Either way, perfect turn into the first turn. Aaron Lurie staying with them. Look at Keyshawn Pennyman also keeping up the speed. This is going to come down to the wire. But it looks like Aaron Lurie just had a slightly better turn to make it on to the semifinal round. Wow, what a fight to the death that was. I mean, either way, Tom 40 Motorsports give them a pat on the back. Well, coming up next, last week's racing winner, Mark Culinary in Wildside. Of course, you already know his opponent, Jackson Mazzaros and JCB Digatron, a guy who's really been surprising us so far in just 2 weeks. But can he take out the winningest driver in Sim Monsters? And it's all going to come down to this. Both drivers are lined up, and they're about to go. Mark Culinary with a bit of a jump right there. Either that was a good start, or he went before the go. Either way, Jackson Mazzaros is going to have to play catch-up, but Mark Culinary is not letting him get close to it. It is going to be an easy victory for Mark Culinary in Wildside. Times coming in for Mark Culinary, a 16.2, one of the fastest times of the night. Wow. And for Jackson Mazzaros, a 16.7, 2 incredibly fast times in that race, but Mark Culinary currently is one of the fastest times we have seen tonight. Somebody is going to have to try and knock that off with a scoreboard. Well, this is going to be an interesting race right here. He's got either one, regardless of who makes it in. One of these guys will be making it to the finals for the first time. Joshua Tavares and Monster Mutt, Devin Doss in the Black Pearl. 2 guys who have been on fire so far. Looks like a slight edge to Joshua Tavares in Monster Mutt. Devin Doss does not have the power, but Joshua Tavares going through this track like a missile. And he will make it to the finals for the first time this season. A year ago, we just saw one interesting race. Here comes another one. Teammate versus teammate. El Toro Loco versus Wildside. Mark Culinary versus his father, Aaron Lurie. Both drivers are lining up. They want to get to the finals bad. They know how important this is for the point standings. These guys have a very similar chassis. This is really going to come down to the driver. And here we go. Who is going to take on Joshua Tavares in the finals? Looks like it is close between both drivers. Mark Culinary might have a slight edge, but Aaron Lurie is coming back like reckless abandon. What a race for both drivers. Looks like Mark Culinary might have had a slight edge towards the end. We're looking at the times. Aaron Lurie at the 16.81. Mark Culinary at the 16.42. Mark Culinary will make it to the final round. Everybody, we are about to make it to the finals. And up first is the guy who is in the finals for the first time this season, Joshua Tavares in Monster Mine. But of course, he is a very, very difficult opponent, Mark Culinary, Wild Side. Mark Culinary currently third in the point standings. Started out pretty low in the season, but he is making a really fast climb back up to the top. But can Joshua Tavares rain on his parade and say, not today? And I gotta say, with some of the times he's been getting, I think he has the potential to take it. Both drivers lined up. They are set. Let's go racing, boys. Great start for both drivers. Mark Culinary might have had a slightly faster start right there. But Joshua Tavares, of course, having played catch-up, and he stayed with them pretty well. Going to come down to the final turn, though. But in the end, is going to be all Mark Culinary and Wildside. Mark Culinary getting back-to-back racing victories. This is going to be huge for the point standings. Like we said before, he is in third. That is definitely going to make this a much closer competition, especially when it comes to the championship.
Oh my!
Got it perfectly on the two side wheels.
And puts it into a nose pick.
Two side wheels. He is sideballing it. Hang on, Felipe. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the ROR MJL Skills Competition. Drivers will have 2 chances to do 2 moves on 2 wheels. This will include anything like stoppies, moonwalks, bicycles, wheelies. Heck, if you don't want to do any of those, you can do a donut if you want. But either way, you're going to have to do whatever you can to get the best score possible and be at the top by the end of the competition. Well, here comes the leader of Team Overboard, Aaron Lurie, El Toro Loco. Aaron Lurie just watched his son, Mark Culinary, win racing. So he's definitely on cloud 9 right now. Question is, what is he going to do to kick off the skills competition? Might be going to maybe do a bit of a slappily for his first hit. Oh, almost got it, but in the end, he bounces it up into a stoppie. Perfect. That was a perfect thinking right there for Aaron Lurie and El Toro Loco. Knew he wasn't going to get that wheelie all the way up, and just decided to make do with what he had, and that is what I am talking about when I say that. Perfect combo to start off the competition. What is he going to do for a second hit, though? He's already got the crowd on their feet. What can he do to elevate them higher? Well, looks like this is what he's going to do. Reverse popper, something loved by a lot of the fans. And uses that to leverage himself. Massive bear, hard hit on the pod. That did not look comfortable, but either way, he was in the throttle. the whole time. What a good first set of moves from Aaron Lurie and El Toro Loco. Scores coming in an 8.235. Not a bad way to start off this competition. Well, here comes a guy who definitely wants to redeem himself after he was not able to show up for racing. Corey New in Excalibur. Of course, originally this season started out with Bryce Henry behind the wheel of Excalibur. Unfortunately, he had an injury, had to sit out. Then went to Aaron Moran. Aaron Moran had to leave the seat as well. But now they've got a new driver, Corey New, who's definitely been trying to get used to this truck. But I gotta say, he's been doing a pretty good job so far. And with moves like that, that's exactly what I mean. Reverse popper. Dan stood it on the rear end for a second, almost went over. Had the right state of mind to use the throttle right, pops it into a double. That's one of those things that Kraken's kind of started to become known for. It looks like his teammate kind of took inspiration from it. Already got the fans on their feet, but again, he's going to need to do something else if he wants to guarantee himself a potential lead. Of course, currently leader is an 8.2 from Aaron Lurie and El Toro Loco. Go into a popper, stands it up perfectly, keeps it straight up and down. Launches it. Surprisingly big air for a stoppie. Going a little bit cattywampus right here. Can he put it down? Yes, he will. Still trying to save it. Ugh. Looks like he got a little bit too cocky right at the end. Nonetheless, I see what he was trying to do, trying to pop it back up into a slap wheelie. But like I said, it just looked like curiosity might have killed the cat. Of course, coming in a 7.748 for Corey New in Excalibur. Not a bad score, but it will not be enough to take the lead. Here comes the man who wants to take his teammate out of the hot seat, Devin Doss in Black Pearl. Devin Doss, I've said this before on previous streams, he's been one of those guys who's been very experimental when it comes to skills competitions. Sometimes it has worked well for him, sometimes, however, it has bit him in the rear. But I gotta say, he did pretty decent in racing, came back as a fastest loser, and was able to use that as a chance to get him further into the bracket. But right now, this is a skills competition, and I've got to say, that was a great first move to start it off. Went into the reverse popper and used all that momentum to bounce it back up into another slap wheelie. This is all one move, by the way. It's all one move. He is just transitioning it from move to move. And that will finish off his first hit. What a good combo for Devin Doss and Black Pearl. One thing I'll definitely say is before this season ends, Devin Doss is sure to get a skills win. And I think a move like that has proven what I am trying to say. But what is he trying to do right now? That's what I mean when I'm talking about those experimental moves. Kind of did a little bit of Lyle Hancock move, reverse it to keep it standing straight up, and tried to use that to get a moonwalk out of it. Another great example of him experimenting, but in the end, it just did not work in his favor. Scores coming in a 7.899. That will currently put him in second place. Here comes a man who's become known for those slap wheelies, Julian DeShazier in Jester. Julian DeShazier, the leader of Tom Foolery Motorsports, that beautiful 10th anniversary body. Let's see what the Just Lily can do right here.
Jester.
Gonna go to the pod. Might be going for maybe a popper. What's he gonna do right here? Pops it up on the front two BKT tires. Got it perfectly balanced. Now he just got to figure out what is he gonna do with this. Walks it back over the pod. That will finish off his first set. That was a really good move right there for Juliana Shazer and Jester. But now he has to do something else if he wants to certify himself a run that could beat the 8.2 set by Aaron Lurie and El Toro Loco, and that will not be what he wanted. Tried to get the stop. He might have had a little bit too much forward momentum. Score is coming in a 6.942. Your leader is still Aaron Lurie at the 8.2. Well, here comes a man who is definitely out for vengeance. Cole Champion in Gravedigger. Cole Champion did not make it past round 2. Lost to Joshua Tavares in Monster Mutt. Like I said, man, he has probably got a head full of steam right now, especially with all the speed he has got built up in that truck. First, taking to start off with something that we haven't seen yet, some bicycle action on the two-side BKT tires. Uses a jammer to pop it up into another move. Of course, pops it into a stoppie. Perfect chance to get that combo. Gonna walk it over the jammer. That's something I haven't really seen much of. Like I said, you gotta do something unique on one wheel for a second. Sets it back down. Perfect first hit. I know I say perfect first hit a lot, but that is definitely textbook perfect. Cole Champion and Gravedigger needs one more move. He's already got something that could definitely put him in contention for the lead. Another bicycle, bounces it onto the other side. BKT tires in trouble. Good try, side blunt on the pod. Oh my goodness, on the front two. Hang in there, Cole. Cole Champion with one of the best two-wheel skills runs I think I have seen from him so far. I mean, look at this. I mean, I thought he was not going to have the momentum to transition it to the other side. But in the end, he just had the perfect reaction time with that throttle. And the scores are coming in at 8.958. Your new leaders, Cole Champion and Gravedigger. But here comes a man who definitely wants those points. Trent Fung in Sparkle Smash. Trent Fung has been a bit of an interesting one this year so far. Tends to start off with some really good freestyle runs and really good two-wheel skills runs, but unfortunately, he's also been having some bad luck that has either caused him not to fill time, or to just have some other catastrophic issue. Either way, though, Trent Fung has been rolling with the punches, and I think has been representing this truck very well. That's another interesting bit of like that experimentation I was talking about. Just had a little bit too much momentum there. Perfect reaction time on that slap wheelie. Keep it steady, Trent Fung. Got it perfectly vertical. Turning the wheels, kind of using that to rotate the truck a little bit. That will be his second hit. Give it up for Trent Fung in Sparkle Smash. Looks like Trent Fung might be turning his luck around this night. First time in an 8.048. That will put him in third place. Last driver from Tomfoolery Motorsports, Keyshawn Pennyman in Kraken. Keyshawn Pennyman, of course, one of the best customers for PEI. Just bought about 20 PEI chassis yesterday. Wonder what he's going to use those for. He's going to use them for slap wheelies like that. Pops it into another. Realize where he was and use that as a chance to pop it into another move. Perfect reaction time, and can he put it back on the onto front BKT tires? My bad, he puts it on all four BKT tires. was in a bit of trouble there. Keyshawn, Pennyman, and Kraken just amped this competition up to 11. If he can get another good move right here, he might just knock out Cole Champion. Looks like he's going to go for a bicycle, going to do the thing he normally does, tries to get it over the pod. Almost ended his other run, but he's still going. Look at this. I mean, he has got some really good reaction time right there. Keyshawn, Pennyman, and Kraken with probably the two-wheel skills run of his life. Is it going to be enough to take the lead? No, it is not. An 8.586. That will put him in second place, though. Probably the best we have ever seen from him so far. Here comes last week's skills runner, Jackson Mazzaros in JCB Digatron. Score to beat, still an 8.9, gold champion and Gravedigger number 42. Jackson Mazzaros, last week's skills winner, really showed that he's definitely a guy who is not here to mess around. Might be going for a little bit of a popper. Keep it steady, Jackson. Perfectly set up. What's he going to do here? Going to use this maybe. Oh! Normally what we would see from the JCB guys is they would normally gas it and maybe turn that into a wheelie, but he actually had the right state of mind right there just to kind of keep it a bit more safe. He knows he doesn't need to do too much right now. He's got good standing in the points. What is his second hit going to be? He's definitely got a good first hit. Oh, a little bit. Wow, that was unexpected. I'm not going to lie. I thought that was an accident for a second. I did not expect him to make a move out of that. Jackson Mazzaros and JCB Digatron once again being experimental. Of course, coming in for Jackson Mazzaros. 8.601, that will put him in second place. Your score to beat still an 8.9 from Cole Champion and Gravedigger. Well, everybody, it's about time you'll get your dogs out. It's Joshua Tavares in Monster Mutt. One of the few guys currently in contention for the overall event championship. Made it all the way to the finals for the first time ever. Lost to Mark Culinary in Wildside. Definitely probably feeling pretty good about himself. He's in a good position right now for this event. But he's really got to do something here. And I think this is what we're talking about. Getting that bicycle, walking it all around the stadium. Turns it into a moonwalk on one wheel. Put it in reverse. Perfect. Second hit. Might not have been exactly what he wanted. But he was in the right state of mind to hit the brakes. Either way, he knew he had a good hit right there. Going right into his second hit, a popper, turning the back to BKT tires. What's he going to do here? Is he going to walk it up, maybe do something else with it? Just keeping it up there as long as he possibly can. Oh, be careful right there. Almost leaned a bit too far forward. And pops it into a wheelie. That was textbook perfect. Oh, hang on. Joshua Tavares puts it back on all four BKT tires. Will it be enough to take the lead? I don't know, but either way, Joshua Tavares again, he is having the night of his life. Score's coming in at 8.53, not enough to take the lead, but it'll still put him in a pretty good spot right now for the competition. Well, officially right now, the only guy who can double down, and unless he wins this, the only guy, or if he wins this, the only guy who can do a clean sweep tonight, Mark Culinary in Wildside. Mark Culinary, from what I know, does not have a skills competition win yet. He has a couple racing wins, a couple freestyle wins. But right now, man, he needs that two-wheel skills win more than ever. Got a good first hit going at a little bit of speed right there. Might have been trying to combo it up, but in the end just didn't work out for him. Gonna have to do something truly special here if he wants to make sure that he can get that victory he wants. What's he gonna do? Maybe go for a butt kicker. Oh, okay, go for a bicycle off of the backflip ramp. A really unique way to start that off. Transitioning it from side to side. Mark Culinary in Wildside. Using all that concentration. Oh, almost leaned a bit too far forward. Almost went over for a second. Keep it steady, Mark. Turning the front to BKT tires. And, oh, tried maybe transition it into a wheelie right there, but either way, got a pretty spectacular stunt out of it. Give it up for Mark Culinary in Wildside. Scores coming in. If he does not take the lead, Cole Champion in Gravedigger will officially be your winner. 8.309. It will not be enough, which means your winner for the skills competition, Cole Champion in Gravedigger. Definitely got his vengeance. We are about to go into halftime before we get into the MJL Freestyle competition. We'll see you in just a few minutes.
Don't let me down easy. If you're gonna leave me, baby, go and leave me all the way. Don't ask for all your things back, cussing out my name, yeah, just to go and take back what you say. Burn all the bridges, don't ask forgiveness, walk away like I'm someone you hate. Don't let me down easy. If you're gonna leave me, baby, go and leave me all the way.
If it's over, so fuck it. Just don't act like my love wasn't nothing. Like I wasn't the one you was holding that night, telling all of your secrets and hugging. Guess you right, it's too good to be true. Was a point, all I needed was you. But shit, time after time, I just fussing and fighting each time that you do what you do. And it's cool. Mama said it was fish in the sea, I got lost in the pool. Knew it was coming, I watched how you move, how you turn your back on me and leave me to lose. Remember, it's turn green, why the fuck it ain't blue? Guess you done and I get it. Said you staying, you wanted my name and you left, so I'm guessing that you never meant it. Said you try and hold on, cause the love was so strong, now I'm standing alone in this kitchen. Singing sad songs, but I'm knowing that this shit don't last long. If you leaving, then leave cause your bag's gone. But just know you can never come back home.
Don't let me down easy. If you're gonna leave me, baby, go and leave me all the way. Don't ask for all your things back, cussing out my name, yeah, just to go and take back what you say. Burn all the bridges, don't ask forgiveness, walk away like I'm someone you hate. Don't let me down easy. If you're gonna leave me, baby, go and leave me all the way.
If you say that you done it, no take back. Said you fell out of love and I hate that. But see me, I was stuck like a drug, really feeling for love and somehow I can't shake back. When you walked out that door, I was hurting. All the dreams in my head, you was perfect. You remember the very first time that we chilled and I reached for your hand where the nerves at. Time to pass, but shit, that's what it do. It be times I be sick sitting thinking about you. It was death do us part. You gave me the blue, really played with my heart. Left me lost and confused. Like this shit was fair game, but you made it the rules. On my heart, left a scar and a bruise. Hope that you can stand on all the shit that you did. I'm done, y'all finally through.
Don't let me down easy. If you're gonna leave me, baby, go and leave me all the way. Don't ask for all your things back, cussing out my name, yeah, just to go and take back what you say. Burn all the bridges, don't ask forgiveness, walk away like I'm someone you hate. Don't let me down easy. If you're gonna leave me, baby, go and leave me all the way.
save it. Bring it back. That's the save. Another massive leap. And here we go. Oh my goodness.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the pinnacle of tonight's event. This is ROR MJL Freestyle. Drivers will have 2 minutes to drive around the track and do whatever they can to woo the crowd with high-flying stunts, crazy backflips, big saves, whatever they can. But of course, they do have to fill 30 seconds if they want to be eligible for a score. And to kick off the competition, Corey New in Excalibur. Definitely a rising star right here. Had a pretty good showing last time around. Of course, got the topless body. He's got the convertible body, as we like to call it. That body, of course, has been taking quite a beating so far. Looks like he might be backing up for something big. Here we go. Full throttle. Let it fly, baby. 2 minutes on the clock with a massive leap to start off the freestyle competition. Corey New in Excalibur. Of course, a lot of these tall Bullery trucks, they, of course, have been having those issues with luck, but at the same time, they've been able to put the crowd on their feet, and that leap at the beginning is exactly what I mean. One thing you should probably notice is when it comes to the timer, once the timer hits 90, that does mean they are eligible for a score. And that means that Corey New is officially eligible for a score as well. And let me tell you, regardless if he fills time, I mean, he's definitely going to satisfy those judges. Go straight for the backflip. Massive rotation right there. A perfect landing on all 4 BKT tires. He's got about a minute left in time. Currently going no holds barred, amping it up to 11. Corey New in Excalibur. There's a reason why the slogan for this truck is no guts, no glory. And he's showing right now that he has the guts to take this truck to new elevations. Got about 40 seconds left on the clock. He is definitely going to put up a massive number to start out the competition. Why not throw it into some donuts? What is he doing? Oh my goodness, hard landing on the rear. They're going to shut him off. That might be it. Are they going to give him some time to refire, though? That is the question. Corey New in Excalibur took a nasty hit to the cage. That's officially going to be it. Give it up for Corey New in Excalibur. Once again, one of those examples of somebody trying to be experimental, but just couldn't get it right. What will the scores be to start off the competition? A 7.994 for something that did not fill time. That is definitely not a bad number. He's got to feel proud of himself for that. Pit crew in the back, though, probably not very happy. Well, coming up next is the biggest unicorn in existence, Trent Fung in Sparkle Smash. Now, we've said it before with Trent Fung. He can start off with some really big freestyles, but unfortunately, some bad luck has really been striking him, and he just hasn't been able to fill time. And you know darn well, he is probably one of the angriest individuals here, and him letting that thing fly should prove my point. Oh my goodness, Trent Fung and Sparkle Smash taking that thing to new heights, quite literally. I mean, that has not put the rest of the competition on notice. I don't know what will. Already about to fill 30 seconds. Trent Fung and Sparkle Smash going crazy, going for that lead. Of course, currently held by Corey New in Excalibur. Already going for the backflip. Another massive rotation. Slightly twists it right at the end. Just gonna use that wheelie to turn it around. Really smart decision right there. He's going nuts right now. Of course, this season has really started to take a toll on his confidence. So I think right now he's just deciding, you know what? I'm gonna go crazy no matter what. And either way, the crowd is cheering him on. Trent fucking Sparkle Smash. I've said his name so many times at that point because I think that's all that's on everybody's mind. Got about 40 seconds left on the clock. Now, one thing you've got to remember, though, is you got to fill that time if you want to get that win. That was a pretty interesting combo right there. Made sure to slow it down before anything too catastrophic happened. Oh, he's going to do the same thing that happened to Corey New and Excalibur. Can he save it? Yes, he will. Perfect reaction timing to shift it into reverse. Hard cage shot on the rear. Can he save it? Yes, he will, but he will hit the rear container. Did not fill time. But either way, he filled more time than Corey New and Excalibur. And I think we've got a new leader. I mean, regardless, though, he will get a points penalty for hitting the container. Either way, scores coming in 8.394. That will take the lead. Brent Fung in Sparkle Smash. Well, we've already said he's on Cloud 9. He might be on Cloud 10 at this point. Joshua Tavares in Monster Mutt. The runner-up in the finals. Currently, like I said, he is probably the happiest man alive. I mean, he is probably excited to throw down on this track right now. He really wants to show these guys that he is not here to play games. He is here for the competition. He's here for the win. With some of the speed he's got picked up right now, he is definitely showing that. He's currently gunning it, about to let it fly. A little bit anticlimactic right there, though. But either way, he's got a lot of speed right now, a lot of momentum. And there's that big air we were talking about. About to pick it up a little bit. Joshua Tavares in Monster Mutt. About to fill 30 seconds left on the clock. Probably just taking the jumps that'll protect the truck a little bit, trying not to damage it early. Go on the pod, the normal way, or on the jammer, normal way to get those slap wheelies up. 80 seconds left on the clock. More speed, more huge air. Almost clears the pod. Into the next obstacle. That is how you get a combo going. Almost filled half of the time. A little bit of hard landing on the side. That could have ended so much worse if the rotation was any more. Onto the backflip. Another massive rotation. That might not be a backflip. That might be a straight up launching pad for these guys with how big those Morgan & Morgan backflips are. Going a little bit cattywampus, Joshua Tavares keeps it on all four BKT tires, so he's almost got 30 seconds left on the clock. Ooh, hard landing on the side right there. Kind of maybe hit the brakes a little bit at a bad time. But either way, he is gassing it. Letting it fly. Another huge leap. Another hard hit, though. Can he keep it on all fours? Yes, he will. Actually, he keeps it on the front twos. Got 10 seconds left. He might end up being the first person to fill time right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there it is, the first guy to fill time in the competition. Joshua Tavares and Monster Mutt still trying to save it. There we go, sets it back down. Perfect recovery. Scores are coming in. It is going to be an 8.929. Your leader, Joshua Tavares and Monster Mutt. Representing Tomfoolery Motorsports, it is Keyshawn Pennyman in Kraken. Now, I think we need to talk about something else that's definitely going to impact the points. I want you all to notice that the guy who's currently in second place, Alex Fox and Megalodon, is not been in any of the competition so far. That will also include Freestyle. So a lot of these guys, like Keyshawn Pennyman and Kraken, they have a huge chance to get a bit higher on the leaderboard. And Keyshawn, man, he has been a very aggressive driver when it comes to these freestyle competitions. One thing that's very unique about him is that not only is he aggressive, but he also manages to stay technical with some of his moves. And I think that's those moves that we're talking about. And he's proven my point once more. Keeps it on the front two. Actually kept it on a front one for a second. This dude has had some really good runs so far this season. Has kind of become known for doing those double slap wheelies. We saw Corey New and Excalibur did one of those earlier, making sure not to have too much momentum right there on that jump. Perfect time to let off the throttle. He's being incredibly smart right here. We might see it versus... Oh. Thought we were going to see double slap wheelie, just was a little bit too cattywampus. More huge air off of those racing lanes. I did not expect those to launch, everybody. Gonna go into the backflip. First time on the other side. Lands it. Ooh. Perfect recovery. Oh my goodness, he's in trouble. Hang on, Keyshawn. Sidewalling it. Bring it back at all four BKT tires and just keeps on going. 40 seconds left on the clock for Keyshawn Pennyman Kraken. Like we said, man, he's amazing with those PEIs. And he's proven that right here. I mean, he is just a master at work, a smooth operator. 20 seconds left now. What else can he do? Another massive launch going, cattywampus. Can he put it back? Ugh. 10 seconds left on the clock. Keyshawn Pennyman and Kraken just not able to put it back over. Nonetheless, a fantastic run while it lasted. He is probably... That was definitely one of the more intense runs we've seen from him this season. $8.644. That will put him in second place. Your leader is still Joshua Tavares in Monster Mutt. Let me tell you, someday though, we are going to see a run that might get them in 18. Well, we got tomfoolery after tomfoolery. It's Julian DeShazer in Jester. Julian DeShazer, one of those guys has really been known to keep his truck pretty safe. Has definitely been very respectful from that. And there's that double slap wheelie that not just Keyshawn's coming known for, but I would say the entirety of Tomfoolery Motorsports is starting to become well known for on this series. Of course, I normally say he's known to keep it safe, but I think with some of those back landings he's got so far, he's not keeping it safe this time around. He is just throwing this truck around the way he wants to. Officially filled 30 seconds on the clock, got 90 more to go. Kind of experimenting right there, thinking about what kind of hits he can do. I've got to say, he's definitely hit some moves or hit some jumps in very unique ways. That was another one. A lot of guys are kind of sending it over. And oh, can he put it back on all fours? Puts it back down. Julian DeShazer in Jester. Got a pretty good run going so far. He might need to pick it up if he wants to get the lead, though. What else is he gonna have to do? He's built half a minute on his clock. Oh, hard hit on the back end. That did not feel comfortable, no doubt. I'd say this is definitely one of the best runs we've seen so far from Julian DeShazer and Jester. What's he doing right here? Used all that momentum, tried to balance it on the front two BKT tires for a second. Guess it actually might have saved him right there. But looks like he's going to go straight for the Morgan & Morgan backflip, backs it up, makes sure he is lined up. And here we go. Julian DeShazer and Jester with the backflip. Can he get the consecutive? Didn't necessarily get the consecutive, but he did get it back on all four BKT tires. Got 10 seconds left of his time. Julian DeShazer and Jester just going on a rampage. 5 seconds left. He's going to pop it into some donuts to finish it off. What a run for Julian DeShazer and Jester. Like I said, definitely one of the best runs we have seen from him so far this season. What is the score going to be when a few drivers fulfill time? 8.707. That will put him in second place. One of the best scores he has gotten so far for this year. But we've only got a few more trucks to go, and we're about to get into those really heavy hitters. Somebody who can definitely put on one of the best shows. And one of those guys is no doubt Jackson Mazzaros and JCB Tigatron. Guy who really hasn't been getting that luck he needs. Lost in round 2 to Mark Gallinari and Wildside. Didn't get that skills when he wanted. Couldn't get the 2 in a row. So now he's just going to see what he can do for Freestyle. He's definitely one of those guys who can get that victory, especially starting off with a leap like that. His 2 minutes have officially started. And he is clear. He is not showing us any signs that he is going to let off that throttle one bit. Already filled 20 seconds. Another massive leak. That was some incredibly long distance right there, brother. Definitely kind of thinking about how he's going to hit everything. A little bit in trouble. Hang on, Jackson. Puts it back in all 4. Officially filled 30 seconds on the clock. What else can he do? Score to beat's currently at 8.9 from Joshua Tabarez in the Monster Mutt. Was originally driven by Jack Merkel. Had to change things up due to his schedule. Of course, you can see him driving Dragon on Arena Series West. But now, in his place on Stadium Series West is this guy, Jackson Mazzaros, and he is showing why he deserves to be put in this position. Puts it up into the consecutive, bounces it all the way. Something Julian DeShazer tried to do, couldn't, and Jackson Mazzaros just avenged him on that backflip ramp. Got about 40 seconds left on the clock. He is officially going full tilt right now. Julian DeShazer just cross-threading everything. It's kind of one of those things that Mark Gallinari likes to do quite a bit. He's got 30 seconds left on the clock. More massive elevation. There's no doubt after this show, we are going to be seen on every single airport radar in the United States. He's got about 20 seconds left. He is going full on crazy. Officially 10 seconds. He can only do a few more hits right now. Maybe got one more thing in him. 5 seconds left. This is going to be his final hit right here. Goes a little bit cattywampus. Pops it into a wheelie, into the next obstacle. What a run for Jackson Mazzaros in the CB Tigatron. Question is, what did the judges think of that run? Put him at the top, an 8.986. Just about a 6, or just about 0.066 above the previous leader. But again, here is a guy who was able to avenge himself last competition. Can he do it again? Cole Champion in Gravedigger. Cole Champion, the current point series leader, wants to make sure he keeps that position, and it looks like he's going to go for someone big on his first hit. Let it fly, baby! Massive rotation, or massive leap to start it off. I mean, I guess there was a slight bit of a rotation to start off that leap. I mean, you got about 2 minutes on the clock already in the first 10 seconds going ham. I mean, I've said so much you guys already know about, and there's that more of that massive air. He is just going crazy right now. He knows what he has to do if he wants to show the fans why he is in contention for another Point Series championship. Officially filled 30 seconds, eligible for a time like always. Beautiful chassis number 42 from the Gravedigger stable. Got some amazing momentum right now, just going hit after hit, not letting off one bit. He knows how this truck handles. This has been handling really well for him so far. Officially filled half of his time. He's got a second half to go. What is this? Walks it over the pod. Not just walks it, he runs it over the pod. I mean, the speed was just absolutely crazy. Another massive leap. I mean, I keep saying massive leap, and I think that should just tell you everything. This guy, he knows what to do. Once again, goes to the backflip ramp. Might have actually let off a little bit. May have tried to go for the consecutive. But either way, I mean, he is putting on a clinic. I mean, he knows how this truck is going to land, how it's going to react. And that has just been working so well for him. Cross-starting it up a little bit. 20 seconds left on the clock. Can he save it? Cole Champion in Gravedigger going crazy. Come on, can it flip back over? No, it will not. He will be turtled on the roof. Only about 5 seconds left with that whole thing. Nonetheless, definitely a candidate for Crash Madness of the year. Cole Champion and Gravedigger giving it everything he's got, but will it be enough to take the lead from Jackson Mazzaros and JCB Digatron? No, it will not. An 8.820. That will put him in third place, nonetheless. Now, one thing that's going to be very interesting, these last three guys are all three drivers from Team Overboard Racing. And we know what these guys can do during freestyle. Well, the first guy from Team Overboard Racing, Aaron Lurie, El Toro Loco. Like I said, the last three guys are drivers from Team Overboard Racing. We've seen what they can do in freestyle competition. So one thing he's kind of become known for is those backflips on the first hit. He knew what he had to do. Major rotation. He saw how much hang time they were getting off of that backflip ramp. Now he's just going to let it loose. I mean, he's already seen several drivers struggle to fill time on this challenging track because, I mean, everything is very compact together. But he's definitely letting it work for him. I mean, those wheelies right there, that is one of those prime examples of just letting the truck do its thing and not really using too much of your own control. Sometimes you've got to let the truck be in control. 30 seconds have officially been filled. Aaron Lurie and El Toro Loco currently got a really good rhythm right now. Already got the backflip out of the way. About to gas it. More huge air for the crazy bull. Oh, it was on one wheel for a second. Almost went over. Use that other ramp as kind of a way to keep him on all fours. Really smart move right there. Definitely putting his truck in some pretty sticky situations. Basically filled half of his time. I mean, this dude's going crazy right now. I mean, I think he might be trying to get this thing into some trouble. Maybe something that could get him into a position where he has to save it. I mean, he's just going with whatever he sees in front of him. Got 30 seconds left on the clock. Aaron Lurie, El Toro Loco kind of tried to stand it up for a second. He's got some really good momentum right now. I don't know if this will be enough to take the lead. Got about 20 seconds left. Look at this. Watch out. Almost went into the container. He knows why you don't want to hit that. 5 seconds left on the clock. This will be his final hit. Aaron Lurie and El Toro Loco still trying to save it. Oh, just shy of hitting the container. Probably will not be enough to take the lead, just in my opinion, but again, 8.739, a good score. Your leader, though, is still Jackson Mazzaros and JCB Digatron. Got two of his teammates up next. We talked about how much this guy wants to win right now. Devin Doss in the Black Pearl. Second guy out for Team Overboard Racing. Again, got a very similar setup to his boss, an Eddie Maka chassis, very low to the ground. Both of his teammates currently have victories on the season. Devin Doss is the one who is still without that needed win. And let me tell you, it's definitely been getting to him quite a bit. He really wants it. I mean, he has got some great runs. So far on the season, it's definitely become a fan favorite. He's got some great momentum right now. Great way to start off his run with a couple combos. One thing is, Devin Doss, great guy. Also a great competitor. I mean, we've seen him before. He's had some great days in racing. Actually did pretty well in the racing competition. Made it all the way to the semifinals. Pops it up on the front two BKT tires. Sends it up. All the way back down. Downsides it. That was a perfect combo right there. That was perfect thinking from Devin Doss in the Black Pearl. Of course, he has filled the 30 seconds. He's about to fill half of a minute. He has got something going right now for him. He is cooking something big. He is going for it. One thing I'm kind of wondering is anybody going to hit the mini flip? That's another thing. Well, it's definitely not going to be Devin Doss because he's going for the big container. It has worked out well for him. Perfectly executed backflip. And now one thing you got to remember. Oh my goodness, could not keep it off of the barrier. Just barely love tapped it, and that would be it for Devin Doss in the Black Pearl. Not how you want to end your night, but it is going to happen to the best of us. All I can say is look out next time. Scores coming in for Devin Doss in the Black Pearl. 8.109. Your leader is still Jackson Mazzaros with an 8.9. Can he double down? It is going to be Mark Culinary in Wildside. Mark Culinary, the only guy who can double down at the moment. The only guy who can go back-to-back in racing and letting it right off of the bat. Mark Culinary out here with a vengeance. Couldn't get the clean sweep, but either way, he is just going to let it fly like an eagle. You talk about going on the wild side, that might have been the insane side of Mark Culinary. There's a reason he's one of the winningest drivers in Sim Monsters, like we always say. Already filled 30 seconds on the clock. He is making sure that that thing can be officially considered a registered aircraft with that move. I mean, this guy has always, that's one of the most entertaining freestyles of the season. And he is showing why, especially not just after that first move. I mean, he has got a perfect rhythm. And another, I don't know what to describe it at this point. It can't just be a big leap. It can't just be a big air. I mean, this is him trying to go to cruising altitude at this point. Filled half a minute of his time, but we have seen tonight, if you don't fill time, you will not get the score you want. We saw that with Cole Champion and Gravedigger. Who, although arguably had one of the best runs, could not fill time and thus didn't get the lead. But either way, I mean, this is a guy who is definitely got a lot on his plate right now. Going to be the only guy who goes for the mini flip. Massive rotation. Lands it on the other side. Perfect. Downside. Got 20 seconds left on the clock. I think if he fills time, we are going to get a new leader. Mark Culinary just not letting anything go unscathed. Hard hit. He's in trouble. Got 5 seconds left on the clock. Mark Culinary in Wildside could not fill time. But I think either way, that is definitely in contention for the lead. .800, not enough to take the lead back, which means for the first time ever, your freestyle winner, Jackson Mazzaros in JCB Digatron. Now we do currently have a tie for the overall event standings between Jackson Mazzaros and Joshua Tavares. However, due to him getting a higher score, Jackson Mazzaros will officially get the overall event standings. Well, everybody, we've had a great night of high-flying action, some down and dirty racing. As always, I'm Angus Johnson, and we'll see you next week.